America might be seeing a spike in the sales of their baby milk formula now that the UK is rationing their sales due to the huge surge in demand from China. According to the Weibo post, which cites the BBC, most supermarkets in the UK are introducing a restriction of 2 cans per customer per day, a limit that hopes to prevent some individuals from bulk buying baby milk for unofficial export. The UK is, of course, not the first place to implement restrictions on baby milk formula to protect its own supply for local consumers. Earlier this year, shops in Australia also restricted sales of infant formula as Chinese customers and tourists started to sweep the stores clean, buying them in bulk to send them back to China or to sell them online. Now, authorities in Hong Kong also introduced restrictions to prevent local shortages and banned travelers from leaving the territory with more than 4 pounds of milk formula. Now, China's huge thirst for infant milk formula and the subsequent restrictions that seemingly target Chinese consumers are a little frustrating and a little humiliating for a lot of Chinese Weibo users. Now, some internet commenters asked for Chinese consumers to have some dignity, while others felt that it's also very awkward. So now let's take a look at some of their comments online.
It's as if we are looking to be picked on. Well, this is awkward because it's very clear who the rules are for. They are targeted at Chinese people. It's not individual Chinese consumers who should feel awkward. It's the country that can't even produce safe baby milk formula that should feel embarrassed. This is all because we had a bad system. Everyone is paying for it, and no amount of positive publicity can compare to news of Chinese companies poisoning Chinese babies. You want to learn from foreigners? You want to charge WeChat because foreigners are doing it too? How about you make our milk safe first?
Chinese consumers just can't catch a break. Just last month, baby milk formula was at the center of another food safety scandal that resulted in the authorities pulling more than 1,300 kilograms of Hero Nutri-Defense baby formula off Chinese shelves. The Chinese partner of Hero Group, which is a major Swiss baby formula manufacturer, was accused of adulterating Hero's production, and a senior official has been detained. Now, according to a number of Chinese media outlets, including the state-run CCTV, the Chinese partner had been mixing out-of-date formula with supplies imported under its partnership agreement. The mixed formula is then repackaged, relabeled, stamped with a new production and expiration date. The partnership between Hero and Xile not only failed to provide Chinese consumers with high-quality European baby milk formula on the Chinese market, but instead has further damaged the reputation of Chinese businesses dealing in the baby milk formula market. Now, for a lot of Chinese Weibo users, the incident showed that even partnerships between top-quality European brands with Chinese companies are not to be trusted, and that the only safe way to get their milk formula is to buy directly from foreign countries that manufacture and package their products outside of China, that do not use any ingredients from Chinese suppliers. Now, many Weibo users commented that China's dairy industry is one of the worst and iconic examples of what is currently wrong with the country, that businesses will do anything to make money, including the poisoning of children, and that at the same time, the government, busy with its promotion of Chinese soft power, is at the same time powerless to do anything about the industry, or perhaps simply do not have the will to make the necessary changes to protect Chinese consumers. Okay, now let's take a look at a few more comments.
Realize our Chinese dream and start with our milk. The government says they want to improve the image of the country. How can we do that when our country is full of companies that seek to poison our infants to make money? Infant milk formula is going to become a strategic resource. Pathetically sad Chinese consumers. Who would want to buy abroad if domestic products were up to par? Chinese dairy is a joke and loses face for the country.
With the UK closing its doors to Chinese infant formula purchasing agents, it's possible that the US will begin to see a huge sale increase and a rapid decline of its own inventory because currently alternatives for Chinese parents are dwindling and they do not want to buy domestic.